Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Set to kick off.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here we go. 180! Mike 5-4.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss. 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'm all over the fucking place.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. To throw is Garoppolo. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice play.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. On the ground with a tight end. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They run. Cook. And the broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Vikings 3, 49ers nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Jenny? Where you at?
Just got home.
Oh, just got home. Good. I'm not talking to y'all on the road and all the snow coming down.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going for New Year's Eve for 10.
Usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Come out throwing here on first down.
No,
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for Hill a week ago. Unfortunately, his effort not enough to help him over the hump in that defeat.
And let's face it, this is a guy who absolutely hates to lose. When we talked with him, he wasn't talking about the plays he made, was he?
No.
So the plays he didn't make, that's absolutely the mark of a true pro.
no, I don't. I got my.
First and 10.
She on her way home from work.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to
Cause she had it.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
Okay, the blanket.
Off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
Oh, nice.
Ayuk, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And the QB rating right now, Sky.
You're welcome.
4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need MIT to come in and help.
I had wanted to put the card in there, but I couldn't get to the store in time because the store had closed, and they was like, "Yeah, if you want it, send it up now. You'll, to get there by Friday." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that'll work."
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
I mean, not Friday. They said they said to get there before Friday. They said it was going to get there Thursday.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling.
Oh, yeah.
Should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone.
Right.
There are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 18 carries.
Right, that's what I said, yeah. That's crazy. Like, I see if it was the wrong, I really see if it was the wrong number, but y'all got just the wrong block and everything.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open.
No, her job right next to the UPS store.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Catch made, it's Moreau. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Foster Moreau his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football.
Okay, for sure, Dad. Yeah, definitely. Happy holidays to you too. Did you see? You seen the blanket? You seen the blanket has your last name on it, right?
Ran with it all the way to the end zone.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they're getting down shy of the 20. At their own 19-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive.
Yeah, I figured you would like it.
Their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
81 yards. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Lining up for the extra point. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, he had caught one of them migraines.
Get right back to it, and look. Long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down.
Right.
But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man,
he'll be all right.
A little more rest over here. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as they're
yeah, I'm glad you liked it. Glad you liked it.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense.
Chris is Nikki. Mine's is Niecy, just like my mama.
So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into.
Oh, yeah, because we was over there. We was over there for a little while last time. We was talking with Herb, Pooh, Shannon, and all of them.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The Vikings on 3rd down.
Right.
Okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
That's good.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain.
Right.
2nd down coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. Now
oh, yeah.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that's all good.
Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Cook.
All right, Dad.
Managed to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first.
All right, you're welcome. All right, love you, Dad.
Bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Okay, we will.
Downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there.
All right, later.
You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Throw left side to start out. That's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
With the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember, met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. The Vikings coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans, but the 49ers, they were rested and ready, and they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman, and their defense shut out the Vikings in the second half as that wound up a 27-10 Niner victory. They'll run with the rookie second rounder. It's J.K. Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. J.K. Dobbins. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in a second.
And that's caught inside the 30. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there for the Niners. 71 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Here we go, here we go.
Get that quarterback D-line.
21. Here we go.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Let's go. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
No, what happened though?
So that flag will cost him 15.
Here we go, here we go,
And
here
it
we go.
doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Rock! Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, they scared.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Why you speak to me when I
Working
came
from
in?
the gun, Garoppolo.
You don't want to get the attitude?
Niners get there
I
and bring
don't
him
have an
down.
attitude, but I'm annoyed.
Alexander able to
Probably twice
disrupt
back
yet
to back. I
another
understand why
pass
you
play.
can
That
merge
is
me and
his
your dad
third
in
sack
together.
of the
Unless you
afternoon.
don't want to talk to
After
me.
the sack, it's second and
Right, obviously, if
19,
I'm
and
calling
the
you, I'm
road
calling
gets a
you
bit
because
tougher
my
from
anxiety
here.
gets bad with the weather.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Huh?
And he'll be
Can I
taken
turn up the
down
TV?
at the 46-yard line.
Can you what?
Turn off the
They get
TV.
11 back on that.
Why do you turn up the TV?
What is
My
the TV
sister,
on?
my sister's being loud.
Okay, go watch TV in the living room then.
Down.
Gotta do better. Come on, one, Omaha.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
So
And it
explain
takes a
to me where I'm
shot
wrong
on the
at.
release as this will be incomplete.
You wrong for having an attitude? Yeah, definitely. I don't think there's no reason to have an
I don't
attitude.
think I said anything wrong to you. When you called, I said I'm fine now.
Right, with an attitude.
I didn't say it like that. Now it's an attitude, but when I said I'm fine now.
Right, it was with an attitude. I'm not just making that up.
Okay, but you could apologize.
How was I supposed to apologize? You never said anything. I said
I was fine.
right, but you had an attitude. All I said I'm on the phone with my dad. You could have said,
I didn't see that, Anthony. I don't have time to look down to read your text message when I literally cannot see on the highway.
Once more. They are clicking on all
And to make matters worse, I was stuck behind one of those the salt trucks. So I couldn't see the lane because there was already a car accident. I'm stuck behind them, can't see at all. I'm trying to call
usually you call before you leave anyway.
I didn't call you right away because I went to Target.
Regardless, you still should have called before you left if it was that serious.
Anthony, it
Because
wasn't
you already
bad
know
when
what
I left Target.
you already know what the roads look like.
Anthony, no, I didn't. It was not snowing when I left Target in Vander's Heights. For some reason, I don't know what it was about the highway, but it just got extra like all the dust from the snow was just blowing from all the cars and stuff. So when I can't see, I should only have to call you when I'm having an issue, not when I'm doing fine. And I was
Lisa, you
fine.
call me all the time, so how am I supposed to know the difference?
Because I called you when I needed you. I didn't need to call
I'm saying you call me all the time regardless, so how am I supposed to know the difference? You act like I knew it was an emergency and I just purposely ignored you because it was an emergency.
Anthony, but I called you back to back twice.
Lisa, you do that all the time. You call back to back.
Obviously,
There's no obviously.
But that's gonna tell you that I didn't see that your text of you saying I'm not gonna try to call you back if I known you said you were on the phone with your dad. I obviously didn't have time to sit there and look at the phone because I didn't have my phone in my hand. I could just hit my call log because I merged my phone to it. So all I gotta do is hit redial since you're the last person I talked to.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and
So you're upset that I'm annoyed. I didn't say I had an attitude. I'm just annoyed because
Annoyed attitude, it's the same thing when it comes from you. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Okay.
And finally, down he goes.
It's not the same thing. You always say it's the same thing.
It is. When it comes from you, it is.
But it's not because I didn't say anything. I just said I'm fine.
You don't have to say anything to have an attitude.
The time on this drive, 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense and be like.
I'm not mad because you're annoyed.
Okay, well, you have an issue that I'm annoyed.
I don't have an issue. Like I said, you have attitude, so I'm letting you be. But you coming in here trying to yell or whatever you're doing.
I'm not yelling at you.
Okay, you see.
I did not come in here yelling.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line,
I don't have an issue.
You're the one that don't mind driving too crazy after weather. I have an issue with it, so I just don't
Taken
get it.
about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold.
I'm weird.
I mean,
Okay.
they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out.
Okay.
You know the weather said it
So
was gonna
tough
snow.
because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all
Again, I didn't
11
expect
working
it to
well.
be
Right,
bad.
you know the weather's gonna snow too. So why would you call me before you left? Come on,
It was
but you just said. But I'm supposed to know this. I'm supposed to know this, but you're not. Listen to what you just said. I know the weather's supposed to be bad. I know this, right?
Yeah, because you went out.
But you know the same thing, right?
But it was fine.
I went out in it before you, right?
Yeah.
So if it was fine to me,
Because
if it was fine to you before you left Target, and I went out before you, so how am I supposed to know that the roads is bad?
But you know where it said 3 to 5 inches of snow, right?
But it's been snowing all day, right?
Yeah, but then it stopped.
Okay, my point exactly. It stopped here too, and I left before you. I left the house at 7:30, so I'm supposed to know at 9:30 that it's snowing.
But if I called you back to back, even after you sent the text, and I didn't respond to the text.
But Nisi, why would you wait till 9:30 to call?
Because I went to Target and it was not snowing in Venice Heights. I don't have to always call you.
I get that. So that's what I'm saying.
Anthony,
You went to Target. You went to Target because you're not making sense.
I make perfect sense.
Nisi, you're telling me that I should answer the phone because I know the weather is bad. How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to know the weather is bad?
Well, I feel like you should have answered the phone.
How am I supposed to know the weather is bad? That's what you just stated. You stated
you couldn't put your dad on hold.
You stated that.
But wait, you couldn't have put your dad. Say, hold on, this is Nisi calling. She just got work.
Because I was getting off the phone, and when he was calling, I was trying to get off the phone with him, and I was calling you back. That's when I called you back.
Yeah, you called me back like 20 minutes later.
That wasn't no 20 minutes. Boy, you exaggerating.
That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
5 minutes.
That wasn't 5 minutes.
9:22 to 9:28 to 9:23, or 9:33. That's 5 minutes.
9:20. Okay. Wait, what time?
9:28 is when you called. 9:33 is when I called back. That was not 20 minutes.
Well, it felt like a lifetime.
Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, and going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things.
Or since you said you were trying to get off the phone with him, you were like, all right, this needs to call. She just got off work.
That's what I did. How you think I got off the phone and called you back? You're right. It was 20 minutes.
Yes, it was.
You're right.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than 1 man to get him down, and it did right there. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference.
What am I apologizing for? I don't get it.
Because I feel like you should apologize because you're mad at me.
I'm not mad at you at all. I'm not mad at you. Like I said, I'm leaving you be because you're the one with the attitude. That's what I said. And you said I don't have an attitude. I'm just annoyed.
This is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Hill, the intended receiver once again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
What am I apologizing for, Nisi? Help me with that. I never was being mean. Okay. How?
Down to the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
But I'm pretty sure I would explain why I felt.
didn't just explain it.
You didn't.
Good enough.
You're telling me that I should know the weather is bad.
Well,
But what I'm telling you is, if I should know the weather's bad, why shouldn't you know the weather is bad? Because you said you should know the weather's bad because you knew we were getting 3 to 5 inches of snow. Right? That's what you told me. So what I'm asking you is, so if you knew this weather was bad and you knew we was getting 3 to 5 inches of snow, why wouldn't you call me like, babe, I'm finna leave Target, I'm on my way home. Just in case I may need you, keep your phone by you. If we know this weather is bad and we're getting 3 to 5 inches of
snow, do that to you.
But that's what you just said to me. You just said to me, you know the weather is bad. You know we're getting 3 to 5 inches of snow. That's what you just said to me.
Also, I am an hour past time for getting home. Why didn't you call me anyway?
Why didn't I call your name? Because you're grown. You have friends. I don't know what I call them coworkers. You call them friends. Maybe y'all was kicking it. Maybe y'all had drinks or smoking in the car. Who knows?
Pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Garoppolo to try again on second down. He's got his target.
You and the black girl always. You and the black girl both smoke.
At the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
More under influence. I already can't see shit.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
You know that.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th
Here,
down.
I'm going to show you.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
What'd you squint your eyes for?
I'm disrespectful.
So what? You can still look.
I am looking.
No, you're not.
I'm looking disrespectful.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed.
Dude, this is not funny.
It ain't funny. You're right.
Anthony, I'm ready to fight you for real.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Can you say thanks, babe, for thinking of me?
That's not what disrespectful people do.
I know, because you just still didn't apologize for hurting my feelings.
Let's just face it. This offensive line flat
Say
out
sorry.
handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Find Williams on the slant.
Why can't you say sorry?
Because I'm disrespectful.
Exactly. So apologize.
Oh, I'm living up to my disrespectful ways.
This will be 3rd and 6.
Oh.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
You on your side of the bed. You're going to be disrespectful. I don't want to share. I don't want your
inside the 30.
Innocent full moon. Gather your thoughts.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and
Look,
successfully.
Anthony, I swear I would turn off this whole TV.
Okay.
You're gonna lose your game.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo.
Look.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Can you look at the
I'm
book?
playing my game.
Look.
You just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's gonna have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Garoppolo again here
Where's
in
the remote?
2nd and 10.
Where's the remote?
Power button right there on the game.
Back at the 25.
What?
Power button's right there on the game underneath the court.
Left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football.
No, give me the remote. I'm not touching your PS5. You ain't gonna yell at me about no PS5 I purchased the button wrong.
Ain't that what you said? You gonna turn it off?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the TV off.
Oh, that's not gonna do anything.
What?
That's not gonna do anything.
Terrell Lewis picks up his second
Can
sack.
you look at the book?
Well, these guys want to do
Why,
something
Nixon?
positive.
Because I want you to look at the book. I got a book.
Giving up back-to-back sacks has really been more
You
indicative
look?
of how the game has gone for them.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete.
Listen.
They had to go for it with such
I'm disrespectful, so why would you want me to look
Why
at
is
your
it so
book?
difficult?
I'm not being difficult.
Well, now you're being really disrespectful.
I'm showing you what disrespectful is.
You was already showing it because you didn't
Definitely
apologize.
wasn't.
Yeah, you were because you raised your voice at me.
Into a double team, and it's
And I don't
intercepted.
like that.
Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football
That's
at the
just one of many
28-yard
disrespectful
line.
ways.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be
I'm not
one when he
just
flips on
being
the tape. He's like,
disrespectful.
I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't
No,
have
I
thrown
don't.
that ball.
I'm showing you what
Remember,
disrespectful is,
second
since
year,
I'm
as you
so
know, there's
disrespectful.
on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Terrell Lewis. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Mixon with a first down carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there. But they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
26 Mike. Get that quarterback.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Tight on this side, boy. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. We got 4. We got 4.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
This will be caught at about the 5. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly. Take a great look at that score.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Terrell Lewis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.